Game 3 of the NBA Finals in the books, and with Game 4 on the way, let's talk about the Game 3 win by the Denver Nuggets. They stole home court advantage away from the Miami Heat, same way the Heat did in Game 2. Now, how did they do that? Well, because their star players came to play and they dominated. 2 historical performances by the best players on the Denver Nuggets roster, making history. Jamal Murray finished with 34, 10, and 10. Nikola Jokic finished with 34, 21, and 10. They became the first teammates in not NBA playoff history, not NBA Finals history, but in NBA history to record 30-point triple-doubles. Their two-man game just annihilated the Miami Heat. If you just watch it, the Heat had no answer. They tried double-teaming Murray off the pick and roll, and eventually Murray found an answer for that because his playmaking ability has really shown in these playoffs. And the Heat, they diverted away from just letting Jokic go one-on-one because then they started to double-team Jokic. So now they were double-teaming Jokic and Murray, and neither was working because they were both dominating on every aspect of the game. The Heat really had no answer, especially in that second half. I mean, Murray had 20 in the first half, but the Heat, they were able to contend with them. That was because Caleb Martin had a big second quarter, and Bam and Jimmy were playing great as well. But when that second half came, Bam and Jimmy had no help. It was really just them. The shooters in Miami, they were cold. Gabe Vincent, he was off. Doug Robinson was off. Caleb Martin, after that second quarter, he disappeared. And it was just, they needed help. Bam and Jimmy didn't get that much help from the Miami Heat. And they shot poorly, similar to how they shot in Game 1, where they were just missing their shots. And just like in Game 1, they couldn't win because the Heat, they thrive off their three-point shooting a lot of the time because it allows that floor spacing. And when Bam and Jimmy are attacking, they get those other guys open. But if the other guys are missing their shots, just like in Game 1, it doesn't matter if they're open. So it was just a poor performance for the Heat offensively, and defensively, like I said, they couldn't stop Murray and Jokic. Also, a huge shout out to Christian Brown, who was excellent in this game. Big time coming off the bench there, rookie, 15 points, and they nearly needed that spark, that energy. He was attacking, he was finishing, and he wasn't afraid of the moment. Aaron Gordon was a big contributor as well. He finished with a double-double. And it felt similar to Game 1, how the Nuggets were just bigger than the Heat. Even with Kevin Love now in the starting lineup, the Nuggets, they made their adjustments. Mike Malone, excellent coach. He made the adjustments that Eric Spoelstra made in Game 2. They just felt bigger in this game. And like I said, the two-man game between Jokic and Murray, it was just unstoppable. They really had no answer. Now, I know the Heat might complain about the fouls, and I know Heat fans have been complaining about it. But listen, refs have been terrible all postseason long for every team. Don't start complaining about the fouls now. You have to play through it. Plus, when the Nuggets and Jokic are playing aggressive and attacking, they're going to get those calls. Jokic is a big body. And plus, a lot of those calls were rightfully justified because they can't stop Jokic. So they have to foul him. And the Nuggets are penetrating and finishing inside and attacking the paint. So when that happens, you got to get a lot of contact. You got to get a lot of incentives for fouls or for the refs to call a foul. So let's calm down on complaining about the foul. But Jokic and Murray, their screen and rolls, their pick and pops, they're unstoppable. And it also leads to mismatches when they have Gabe Vincent on Jokic or Bam on Murray. And you can't stop them like that. Because now it's just which one you want. You want Murray to take it, or you want to give Jokic down a little post. And then you get Jokic down a little post because Gabe Vincent's on him. You're going to have to help. And when you help, that leaves other guys open. It's just simple. Simple basketball, and Denver Nuggets just thrived off that in Game 3. It was an excellent performance by these two. Jokic also made individual history by becoming, I think, the first player in NBA Finals history to have 30 and 20. But it was just an excellent played game by the Denver Nuggets. They played exceptional in this game. Game 4 is on the way. They already stole home court advantage, but they can get this other win in Miami and be one win away from being NBA champions going back on their home floor in Game 5. But obviously, must-win game for Miami Heat. They're down. They can even up the series. We're going to have to see the adjustments Eric Spoelstra is going to make. The Heat, please, they need to make their three-point shots. I mean, they rely too much on their three-point shooting, and that aspect of their game to be missing. Because if their shooters are off, if they're missing shots, they have no chance of winning. No chance. Even if Bam and Jimmy are coming to play and they're having excellent games, it's not going to matter. Because you need to compete with the Denver Nuggets' high-powered offense. And when you have Jokic and Murray playing like how they were playing, come on. You're going to get blitzed. But we're going to have to wait and see Game 4 results. There will be a Game 4 analysis, just like the minute game analysis after every game of the NBA Finals. So please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you there.